So many of us have been putting off appointments during this pandemic, but there are some things that you need to keep on the schedule, according to our next guest. Things like going to your routine eye exams. This is Dr. Andrew Rabinowitz. He is the Chief Medical Director at Barnet, Dulaney, Perkins Eye Center. Great to see you. I was sharing with you just a moment ago, I have talked to so many people who said since we've been doing all of this virtual conferencing, their eyes are terrible. What used to be an occasional slip on the readers, they're on all the time now.
Yeah, we moved from living a life looking 20 feet away and greater, say when you're driving or going to a sporting event or playing a sport, to most engagement activities we have are within arm's reach or at the longest the TV across the room. So the working distance we're all using is way shorter than it used to be, and it causes different function and different muscles of the eyes to kind of what we call accommodate or focus on things that are closer. And so if you're using a computer screen or reading a book or watching television for a prolonged period of time for a distance of, say, 6 feet and closer, or just outside 6 feet because you want to socially distance, you're going to have more awareness of eye strain in ways you never thought about it because of the amount of time we're spending instead of physically being in places, virtually being in places. So yeah, it's very common for patients to feel that.
Yeah, you said it's very important that we keep up with our routine eye care throughout COVID.
100%. And so many eye conditions don't have symptoms until they're in a more advanced event and have caused irreparable harm to the sight. So many of the eye diseases we manage need to be surveyed periodically. It's kind of like high blood pressure, where patients don't know they have high blood pressure until they go to the doctor and it's measured. There are conditions in the eye, such as high eye pressure, diseases of the retina and of the lens in the eye, where there may not be symptoms until it advances, and a regular or annual or semi-annual exams can really help with that.
So what kind of services are you treating most patients for right now?
So to be fully honest, we care for patients with all eye conditions, from difficulty reading, difficulty with distance vision for what we call a cataract, difficulty with eye pressure, which we call glaucoma, and conditions of the eye, film of the eye, or the retina and macula. So really all eye diseases we're managing all the time.
And you were sharing with me your eye center has really been at the forefront when it comes to making sure your staff and your patients are safe.
For sure. We have never closed. So unlike many businesses that shut down for a few weeks or a month and then kind of had to come online, doctors never had the luxury of shutting it down and then contemplating how to get a COVID-safe environment. So we've been COVID safe since the very beginnings of the pandemic. So every person in our office, every patient, every staff member, every doctor, every nurse, everybody wears a mask all the time. Everybody is socially distanced. So in the waiting rooms, every chair is at least 6 feet apart. We took out half the chairs in the waiting room. When patients are in exam rooms, they're cleaned down between every patient. Offices are what we call terminally cleaned every evening. A terminal clean is when you put a chemical on the surfaces and leave it on for a prolonged period of time, not just wipe it on and off, which is what operating rooms have done for a century. We now do to all our clinics as well. So you're really getting the highest level of safety and certainty that you're going to be in a safe, as protected as a human environment can be. We're there to help. We understand the fears that the patients have, but I used to say that, you know, if like Disneyland is the happiest place on earth, our practice, our offices are the safest place on earth, as safe as anybody can make them. Nothing is 100%, but we spend tremendous amounts of time and energy creating a safe environment for all the patients that we see.
Oh, doctor, thank you so much. We appreciate that. I'm sure your patients do as well. I'm not going to feel so bad now about putting my readers on. It's right. Natural. Thank you so much. Have a great rest of your day. And we want to give you some information. Barnet, Dulaney, Perkins Eye Center. They have locations across Arizona. Call 602-313-0804, or you can go to goodeyes.com to book an appointment.